Let's just say it'll be fine. I mean, rip my job security, but still, I think that's a better decision right there. Alright guys, hello and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager with me, Spacefish. And welcome back to our little racing hub. Now, as you guys may remember in the last episode, we ended up getting this new mail now. And that's going to be our first vote in the actual in the actual championship that we are in, whatever it was actually called. Was it called the European CS? I'm pretty sure it was. So that's going to be our first vote at the GMA to actually decide about more things. So they apparently want to add a new Dubai track. And if you can see here now, we can go in for the vote. And everybody's apparently undecided, which is interesting. So, hard to predict what impact this rule will have on the sport. I mean, basically, it means that there will be one more race in the calendar for us to go for, which, I don't know, on the one hand side does mean another race where we can potentially get a good placement. On the other hand side, it also means kind of more costs for us. And as I'm thinking, that's kind of, I don't know, like, as far as I can see it, right, I would love another racetrack, like, there's nothing wrong about that, but for costs, that would impact us more than the teams that actually already have more money flowing in. So, I feel that for us, it would still be, like, getting us a bit worse off, if that makes sense, because that's just another race in the season where we lose money, because as you guys know, at the start of the season, we always get a bunch of money, and then we kind of need to carry through and make it through to the very end. And, every race we can just basically lose a bit of money, sometimes more, sometimes less, based on our sponsorship agreements. But so far, I've definitely not managed to break even on that side of things. So I feel that would actually be worse for us. So let's just vote against that, I think, and see what the votes are going to be. I'm going to skip to end here because I don't think we need to see every vote in slow-mo here. Well, got approved anyways though. RIP. Okay, well, nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. But there we go. That was our very first vote for this kind of stuff. So, Dubai has been added, and next vote is going to be in 56 days. Also, over here at Pit Crew, we've got some people to hire. I actually need to shuffle people through, though, I think. And I don't have anybody that can properly do... Oh, God. That's a bit of an issue. Do I have people in here available that can probably do tires? No, I don't. Wow. I've literally got no replacement crew for this guy. And, well, I mean, not for that guy either. God. Do I have at least somebody who can do fixing rather good? No. Oh, guys. Okay, so we'll have to keep these guys in here for now then, because, I mean, I don't really have any proper replacements, except, I mean, I do have this dude, I suppose, so I guess we can swap that guy in for that one. That wouldn't be too bad. The Jack dudes seem to be pretty alright for the time being, and, could swap this in in for this one, I think. So at least getting the energy levels back up a bit, but we definitely need more replacement mechanics. But I don't know, there's just not really good ones on the market right now, I feel. So, kind of troublesome. We'll have to look into that a bit more, most definitely, when like more people come up for hire. But right now, there's just really nothing else that we can do right here. So, factories upgrading to level 2, that will take a good while still, 18 weeks. So, it's probably going to be a few races before then, I'm pretty sure. We have got the new part and design, improving parts. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, we had this break where we needed to increase the reliability. So, that's still going to be a big task. So, I'm just going to... move on or not. Server problems, that's some issue. We have some work being done on our data center and networking capabilities at the moment. The technicians have found that our data storage is a bit out of date. The chairman caught wind of it, and now he wants to upgrade. Oof. How happy is my chairman with me right now? Okay, I mean Shall we just... I really don't feel like spending $500,000 on something like that just to keep him happy. Let's just say it'll be fine. I mean, rip my job security, but still, I think that's a better decision right there. Report on upcoming race then. 21 laps, 40% of chance of rain. Soft, medium, abrasive track. Pretty good for time wear. Okay, scouting report finished. Hong Liao. Okay, let's check that dude out real quick, I guess. Details. Oh wait, there's two actually. Oh, this guy's actually not too bad. Wonder Kid, 17 years old, incredible improvement potential. Wait, how can I scouted? Oh, I found two pretty good ones actually. Huh. Interesting. What year do we have right now? I don't even know. Contract ends 2016. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so both of their contracts end this year. Should we try and get both of them? Because I think right now we still have both standard drivers, right? And they're both like 2 and a bit. These guys are slightly worse, but they've got way more development potential, so they'll definitely go way further in that regard. I think if we could get both of these guys. I mean, like, Shen-Chi, she seems to be pretty cheap to get for us. What I'm kind of worried about is this guy. 200k a race and 1 mil to break the contract is a lot of money. Well, her, one way or another, I think we should approach. Not interested. Did we already try that last episode? Could that be the case? I'm really not sure. Should we try this guy? He's so expensive, though. Let's try. Not interested either. All the good drivers are not interested. It's such a pain, isn't it? Okay, so we don't really have anybody lined up that we're interested in then. I think let's just go and keep scouting around, I guess. Maybe even somebody that's not got a contract at the moment. So like, I don't know, somebody somewhat young. Maybe we can go, no, KJ Linares we already have. Let's go Nunes, I guess. Alright, let's see what we get out of that, but that's very unfortunate. Still not got any new decent drivers lined up, so, well, kind of annoying right there. So he wants a test track in the HQ. Totally understand that, you know, if you give me like 5 mil or whatever it will cost me, please feel free to. Space to build a powertrain unit. Yeah. I know, you know, I could build all the things. Obviously, with my whole 14 million here, I'm like totally rich and everything. What the hell? Let's just build all the things. Build me all the things. Okay, so we're at 46% reliability with these brakes, which I'm kind of worried about. I'm not sure we'll get those ready in time, to be honest. Like 3 days? I think we were just at 26% when it was 8 days, weren't we? Ooh, I think that's very, very low reliability. I'm really not sure we can actually use those. Let's continue. There's going to be a few race events first, and then we can continue on for more stuff. But I really don't like that brake stuff, and there's like no way for us to boost it or anything. So, well, what to do? Design engine is finished, which is great. Got some, well. Yeah, right, I remember that. There was no more performance in this, but at least some fuel savings, and I did that so I could move on to another. Okay, I'm not going to fit that yet, because we do definitely need to increase the reliability of that. But we did that to actually be able to make another engine that is going to have these good attributes as well, because we needed to actually unlock those. So, what do we have now? We've got fuel efficiency improved, which I'll definitely go for. I mean, reliability plus 15% really doesn't matter, because, I mean, you can just increase that reliability after the fact anyways. And then we've got this. So we've got, okay, risk level I don't want, because that's, I think I told you guys about that already. There's a possibility that with a risk level, the Motorsport Association will rule that that part is illegal, and you may get a fine and a downgrade if you're achieved spots on the grid and whatever. So I really don't want to risk that at all. And I kind of fancy this one. I mean, top speed plus 15 to max plus 20 is still just 35. So I would rather have plus 40 and have a few extra days of build time. I think that's pretty good. Look at that, level 3, very interesting as well. Top speed plus 50 on supers and soft supers and ultras. Kinda, I mean, this one is pretty good, honestly. Plus 40 for a reliability of minus 15%. I think that's a pretty good deal, given that, as I said before, you can always just boost up your reliability after the fact. Okay, I mean, we're at 14.7 mil, and I'm pretty sure this was the plan, so let's already get the second engine into build as well. Get that ordered. I'm not sure we're going to do a third one, because obviously a third one would be pretty good as well, I'm pretty sure, but it would be a lot of money that I'm just not sure we can afford at the moment. We've got this sponsor going out in like 2 races, so maybe we can get a new one that gives us a nice big fixed payment that funds that engine, but for the time being, probably not the next best thing to do. Now, 1 day left to the race, 53% reliability on the brakes. I really don't like that. Like, what do we need here the most? Deceleration. So I'm really wondering, should we just go with the brakes with really low reliability and probably already accept that we will have to repair them in the race? Or should we go with our brakes with a higher reliability? Oh no, like seriously, 2 performance? I think let's probably go for these and then just accept that we'll have to probably repair them in the race. I don't think there's much of a way around that. But look at that. Look at our deceleration. We're actually getting up here somewhat. I mean, like 9th position. So way to go right there. But we're at least not in the last spot. And we started in the last spot and everything. So that's definitely development that I'm pretty happy about. Okay, let's continue. And there is an investment opportunity, apparently. My accountant tipped me off about some mind-blowing investment opportunities in the Caribbean. That sounds pretty fishy, doesn't it? Apparently, there's a whole raft of land in Trinidad and Tobago going dirt cheap and make some serious cash off the back of it. Anyway, I wanted to invest it back into the team, so here's a... Wait, what? Seriously? Oh, that's so nice of him. That's actually great. I guess we get some money from him. 250k. Thanks a lot, mate. I appreciate it. Wow. Okay. I thought he was going to offer me some fishy investment opportunity, but it turns out he already took it himself and made a good bunch of money off it. Decided to give us some of the share, which is absolutely awesome. Okay, so we are at 58% reliability. This thing is definitely going to explode if we don't repair it through during the race. So well, I'll have to accept that. But was that my Windows right there? Or was that my other computer in the background? May have been that. Okay, well, so what we will need to do is actually determine which sponsor we want to pick. I'm just going to take the lowest one. My expectations are really not the biggest. I mean, like, engine is going to take a while before we can even put that in. Deceleration we're really not too bad at, so who knows? Maybe it's not going to be that bad, but I'd rather just go for the save option right now with, like, the current status of us and the team and everything. Okay, so let's go to the race. And I think this could be another interesting one, given, like, the 40% chance of rain for the race. I think it's quite a lot. Very, very, very straight line. I mean, Milan, if you guys know, that is a very, very interesting track. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really interested to see how everything will play out with the rain and everything, and how our car will be doing for straight line speeds. Obviously, we haven't really invested much into the engine yet. We've just really started to do so. So I'm really not thinking that we've got the greatest chances right there, but at least we're somewhat decent at acceleration. So chances are definitely kind of mixed. They're not super great. They're not super bad. For a setup, I would go into this with a rather low downforce for a high straight line speed. I think that's like one of the main focuses on this track. So I'm gonna go down like 2 degrees on each of the wings. Just do it like that, sorta. I'm not sure if you want more oversteer or understeer here. I think I would want to harden the suspension a bit and make the gear ratio a bit longer as well. And we're just going to see how it plays out for understeer and oversteer and everything. And just, I think that's just my initial setup. Let's just try it like that and see what happens. Now, for tires, I think the only thing we can really go for is going to be softs. I mean, 20. Did they say 21 lap race? Huh. I mean, I would. I mean, honestly though. 21 lap race, right? If the intermediates do 15 to 17, or if we do like a conservative strategy and we get the car in after like 12 laps, or maybe not even. I mean, that's the thing, right? We can only really get fuel for 12 laps. So say we've got a normal fuel strategy, got a somewhat aggressive tire strategy, we can do 2 stints with like intermediates and then a very conservative tire strategy on the softs. So I think we should, one way or another, build some expertise in the softs right now and just kind of get all our money set on that car instead of kind of just spreading across soft and medium. I think that's the better option. So let's do that. Let's give him that setup. I'm going to give him a rather similar one, so -2 degrees on both wings. Going to give him a longer gear ratio, harder suspension right there, and leave these to standard for the time being and see what he thinks about it. He's going to do soft as well. Let's continue, and let's take the practice, and let's hope to get some good stats out of this. So, sending both of them out then. I'm usually just taking the shorter stints just to get them in rather quickly after they've got their experience. That's kind of my strategy right there anyways. I'd rather just kind of optimize a car and you know, have this knowledge stuff as a secondary thing, if that makes sense. So both of them going out then, I'm going to instantly get the strategies to the max just to kind of get them around the track in the fastest manner possible. And well, out they go. I'm gonna just I'm gonna leave it running at 4 times speed. I think you guys kind of enjoy, you know, looking at these things a bit as well, looking at the cars race around the circuit, and you know, I really still very much like that part about the game. It's something that has always kind of put me off about the Motorsport Manager titles on mobile. It's just kind of not got that part, and I really liked it about this one. I mean, you gotta say, right, that the game is unfortunately kind of, can I get him in now? I'm not sure I can, to be honest. I mean, they're already giving feedback, so let's try it. But yeah, I mean, obviously the game's kind of becoming a bit old at this point, unfortunately. I would really be looking forward to a sequel, but there's nothing been announced about that in the last few years, so I don't know, I'm not really that crazy optimistic about it. Why would they want a lot of downforce now? Yeah. That's, I don't know, that's something that I find to be pretty unlogical, to be honest. Because, like, it's a straight line track. You don't really want that much downforce. You want little downforce so you can get good speeds. But okay, it looks like that's not what they are looking for. So, I don't want to make the gear ratios too long, to be honest. I don't like that. I mean, that's like a really long gear ratio. I'm not a big fan of that, I'll have to say. I mean, handling is substantially changing towards oversteer, so that's at least something where we can find out what he really wants. For speed, I would have to go even one further to just kind of get into that direction, which is kind of mad, to be honest. 94% here. I think those gear ratios will just be too long. I don't like it, but let's try it. You can keep the current tires. I think that's fine. So, Anthony then. Let's see. Oh wait, Anthony's not even in the box yet. Right. Very poor as well. Very poor even. Okay, I'm gonna just get those up by 2.5 degrees then. It's actually crazy. Let's try something like that instead. Speed balance poor. Do you really want that much more top speed, or would you rather have acceleration? I really don't quite get what they want sometimes. Okay, let's try something like that. Pretty happy with the handling, so I'm just going to kind of leave it as is. And, yeah, going to send her out with the same tires as well. Let's see if that does work a little better for us. I'm really kind of interested. I would have loved to actually see some times from them. Kind of sad that I didn't actually make them go the extra lap right there, to be honest. But then again, it gives us a bit more time to go out and test. So I don't know. I really don't know about that part. I mean, a lap is 1:13, so maybe we can just have them go 2 laps this time. You know, set a time so we can kind of get a feeling of where we actually stand with this. I'm pretty sure Gomez has the car. That is like... Okay, very happy about the aero setup, that's great. But I'm pretty sure Gomez has the car, that's the one with the newer brakes. I'll have to confirm that afterwards, I think. Or like, you know, in the car status during the race. But, wow, okay, great. And well, that's just in time to actually set a time, hopefully, still. Yeah. Wow, they are really slow to compare to the rest of the field, though. I'm really not thinking that. I should have let them. Oh my god, this is actually annoying. So what I'm always kind of debating about, right, is if the drivers give me feedback about how they like the car setup, is that actually the optimal though for like the speed on the track? Because I feel that with the lower wing, they would have probably gotten better times than with what it is right now. I don't know. It's super weird. But one way or another, it started raining now, so we can unfortunately not continue testing on softs, which is super annoying. We did get at least the softs to level 1, but still, it's not too great. Okay, so, I mean, Anthony, it looks like, is a lot happier, except for the top speed, which is interesting. So, this was where she was kind of at poor for the speed balance, so we want a what do you even mean? I would go all out on top speed on a track like this. And my drivers apparently prefer acceleration. Like, don't ask me why. Okay, I'm going to get it to 63%, but I'm not going to go on any lower with that. Handling and everything's going to stay the same. Let's continue again, and then we are actually, wait. Yeah, okay. Continue, and we are going to go for, I think we can go for intermediates, to be honest. So let's go for that. Maybe we can at least develop some intermediate knowledge in time as well, just in case the rain is actually, the race is actually going to be super rainy. So let's do that. Let's send Anthony out. Let's get Gomez in, and let's see what's the deal with him. So, doesn't seem he's all too happy. Let's see what we have here. So downforce is a lot better, but still not high enough, which is crazy. Speed balance, yeah, okay, speed balance needs to be lower for him. So, getting the speed balance down, then getting the downforce up by, I think half a degree should do, honestly. Half a degree on each is quite a big change still. Handling is kind of still the same, so I hope that he's going to be happy with that. Top speed, yeah, okay, let's try that. Let's go for intermediates as well, and let's, yeah, that's fine. Let's get him out on the track too, and hopefully they can get a few quick laps in, and we can gain a bit of intermediate knowledge while they are at it. And I should have actually given them more fuel. It's kind of a whoopsie right there, but that's going to have to be the way that it is. So, out they go then, into the out lap, and, well, actually, let me... Setup level unlocked? Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so we do have... Wait, what? No, what? Setup level unlocked? Ah, he's just gained some more knowledge about the setup itself, I think. But here we go with race trim level 2 at least, so that's great. Still a lot of knowledge to go, though, for the intermediates. Now, what I really want to see here, I'll have to say, is kind of just at which pace they will be able to set right here. And it looks like... Wow. They actually still do the same time as they did on soft, so we definitely changed things for the better here, which is crazy. I wouldn't have thought, but... It looks like we're actually doing pretty good on that. Now the track is absolutely soaked, which is a bit of an issue, but, you know, as long as the drivers are out there, that's great. I hope... Did she make it in? No! She didn't make it into another lap. Oh my god. Look at that. We nearly had enough knowledge for that. But, well, drivers are pretty happy with all their setups, so still, I would call that a pretty, well... pretty alright test, somewhat successful. I'm still somewhat happy with that. So I hope you guys are happy with that as well, as this episode is already coming to an end again. Unfortunately, really, like, the game really is very, very time intensive, so actually stuffing that much content I found into a single episode is kind of hard, but I do hope that you guys did enjoy this episode, and if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always very much help out the channel. If you're new around here, like what you saw, and would like to stay around for more, please also make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as the bell icon right next to it. But well, as always guys, I would like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.